doubles," he said. "And you win your singles match, and I beat Bryce Habersham, and that's it. We're champs. No need to wait till next week." Matt nodded, perhaps a little uncertainly, it seemed to Russell. "You go first," Russell said. Matt rolled a 20 and snorted 2 lines, one up each nostril, and handed the bill to Russell, who did the same, pocketing the 20 when he was through. That was the customary price Matt paid for these Thursday nights. That and Russell's beers. It didn't actually cover half the amount Russell had to pay, considering he had a second bindle in his pocket for later in the evening. But it was close enough, because Matt was his friend. And Matt was his boss. And he probably wouldn't even have a job if Matt hadn't put him on his logging crew. And Russell wasn't as handy with a chainsaw or as easy at the controls of a skidder as he was with a set of darts. Tomorrow morning would be hell, like it always was, and it helped to have Matt a little indebted. It had helped a little bit last Friday when Matt found him sleeping on the seat of the backhoe while he was supposed to be clearing brush. So he put the 20 in his pocket and called it good, and he and Matt both took a swipe at the glass with one finger and rubbed their gums, and Russell folded up what was left of the first bindle and slipped it into his pocket with the 20, and he hung the diploma back on his bedroom wall. Then they left the basement and went to the den and played Xbox for a while, and headed out the front door without saying goodbye to Russell's mother, who was in the kitchen cooking a dinner that Russell wouldn't wait around to eat. In the parking lot of the 321 Club, Russell flipped open the glove box and got out his darts. "You bring the heavy ones tonight?" Matt asked. He was standing outside the passenger door, thumbing through his wallet. Russell nodded, checking his leather case to make sure he'd brought a fresh pack of flights. You didn't want old, ragged flights when you were playing Bryce Habersham. "These ones feel better to me lately," Russell said. He knew Matt liked the lighter set with the thin tungsten barrels, but Matt always played with the same set Russell used, regardless, hoping the good luck would rub off. But there wasn't any luck involved when it came to Russell's dart playing. He took out the darts and held them in his hand, stuck a flight on one, and held the barrel with his thumb and first 2 fingers, his third finger edging down toward the point, and he moved his wrist back and forth slowly. These ones were fit for a dart king. They'd cost well over $100 at the Pastime Sports Shop, where Russell had bought them on credit several months ago and hadn't paid yet. "Fuck Bryce Habersham," he said, and got out of the truck and locked it. "How much money you got?" Matt asked, putting away his wallet, eyeing Russell from beneath a strand of long brown hair. "Enough," Russell said. "I mean, if Vince shows up," Matt said, still not raising his head all the way. "Enough," Russell said. But there wasn't enough to satisfy Vince, he knew. That was a possibility he didn't want to think of. Vince Thompson showing up on the most important night in recent memory. In the bar, they warmed up for a while, and the throwing felt good to Russell, smooth and easy. He would be ready, with the help of a couple beers, to get rid of the last little tightness. He shared a line with Bill, the bartender, back in the kitchen, because it was good form and because Bill was a good guy. He worked on the matchups for dart night. He and Bryce Habersham had agreed to play the final singles match. That way, no matter what the outcome as far as the league championship went, there would still be some suspense at the end. Because he and Bryce Habersham were undoubtedly playing for the individual championship. They were the only undefeated players in the league, and neither of them was about to lose to anybody else. Here's what Russell was thinking. He'd split himself and Matt up in doubles, pairing himself with Tristan and Matt with James. That was risky because it was spreading the real talent, him and Matt,